Right, good morning and welcome to Black Country Blitz. Right, this morning I'm going to be doing a stream here in American trucks. Now, I've been adding some new maps, as in the description. Coast to Coast, which I've already put in once. Mexico, Viva la Mexico. I'll tell you what, let's have a little look before we go any further. Right, we've got US expansion, Mexico, Canadream, Coast to Coast, and there's another one, but I can't think of the name of it. But it'll come to me. Anyway, I'm just about to go and take a big job on. As you know, when you play with modded maps, you could know, well, the truck jobs, so basically you can only do the freight market jobs. Anyway, this one's just come up. I've just gone to repair my truck. Come here and there was a symbol for me to do a delivery. So I thought, right, Kenwood Trucks, and as you can see, it's going to be covering all these. I'll just show this quickly. These are all some of the new places that we've got. Some of them are old. I'm already in the game, but some of these parts I've never been to or will drive through. So why not? I've added old rain on plus the extra sound. I've enabled a little bit of rain, not too much. If there's like a road closure, you have to reroute that all the way. Physics now stabilized of the truck, the cabin, the lot. I've moved them all to 0. I've been watching a few videos earlier on yesterday, and I want this to feel as realistic as possible. As you already know by now, I'm rocking it on the Fanatec. I've configured the Fanatec wheel bang on. So all my gears and all the buttons are basically now on here. There's only a few left on the keyboard. So without further ado, let's take the job and let's get it going. Gonna tell me that could take the heavy cargo. I just hope it ain't like earlier on, because in this map the actual trailer is a little bit heavy. I'm just going to check my volumes. The simple reason is when you're in the truck, American truck seems to be a little bit loud. So rather than being terrible, get it right before we start. Right, let's find where this is. Right. So is that round the back by the looks of it? You know what, I ain't sure, but let's go and have a little drive round. It could be. Again, I've got everything set up right. Track IR, I've been tweaking with that because I've changed over headphones. I bought not a deer headset, keyboard, mouse with a mic on for gaming. Again, you have to go as far as your money will let you go. I spent out on other things, and I've never tried it, and I've just been talking to 2 of my good friends, Mark and Bry, and they says it's alright. So if they say it's alright, then it's good enough for everybody else. That's how I see it. Nah, they wouldn't say it was okay and it'd be rubbish. Now I'm hopefully streaming this at 4K for your enjoyment, so I hope you all enjoy it. Let's find out where the trailer is. I don't know where it is. It's up in here, isn't it? There it is. Now this, I've got a mod, Jazzy Cats. Now I've said this many times. Wouldn't it be nice if the emergency services could be heard in the game? And I put this on, and all of a sudden I hear this woo 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 woo. I thought, you know what? Somebody's heard me. I have so wanted to hear emergency services. Now, we only need fire, so if you got the police and their sirens, that's part of Jazzy Cats. Again, the one mod I put on today, the one map. Oh, here we go. I always get the judging of these American trucks a bit thingy bobbed. Right, let's try that again. It just ain't like driving any of the wagons where I'm in. Now, I'm normally see through the back of my thing. So basically, you've got to use. Well, I've got to use my mirrors now. Because one, I ain't got nothing to look, and I'm nowhere near that. I'll probably hit that post again, knowing my luck. They don't make it easy for me. Anyway. Try and get that fifth wheel attached to the truck. Which way are we going? Oh, where are we going? I'd have just been quicker going out the cab. Open. Right. Not that one. Not that one. Number 2 view. I'm doing that. Can't believe sometimes how you get stuck on just a tiny bit. So, got myself wedged. There we go. Oops. Hey. Of course, so this ain't enough live entertainment, come on. And I'll just put as well the Harlequin and the Joker skin on. Again, something I've seen on the Steam Workshop. Not the best places to put a truck, but hey. Come on. Okay, karaoke. There goes the fifth wheel. Now we can go back to number 1 view, so I'll call it, and hopefully get this out of here in one piece without hitting that side. I hate these narrow gaps. Anyway, this should be a cracking stream. Again, like always, it's always dark. Again,
turn left.
I think sometimes America looks really good at night in this game.
Get ready.
Especially when it's all lit up. Now,
turn left.
Going to be probably some of the destinations that we're going to be going through that I've never been through before, so you'll be seeing them as like I am for the first time. Right. The Kenworth's pushing.
Get ready to turn right.
3 other Kenworths.
Turn right.
Alright. Now and I've never done this ever since I've owned Euro trucks or American trucks, is actually put the ignition button on a wheel or on a keyboard or a button box. Well, I don't own a button box, but I've put the starting button and the ignition all on one button, so if I do stall, at least they ain't got to be automatic. I'm trying to do it as more realistic as possible than having everything on automatic this and just driving. Yeah, I mean, everything's set. I can look all the way around the cab. And I've configured the track IR.
Go straight on.
These headphones are the best when it comes to sticking the Pro clip on, but with a little bit of persistence and twiggling the headset around, I've got it. I've nailed it. So all I've got to do now is not knock it. So and I should have my lights on. Yep. Our trip journey is 2002 miles. No, not either one. Right. Gotta make sure which one's going down. One goes down, one goes up, so hold on. That's 2,194 miles, if that's what that means, yep. To where we're travelling to. So, like I said, some of these, no, I've never, I don't know these destinations, but, you know, I've heard of most of them. You tell you, like when we play Euro trucks, and one you can't read off of them because they're in foreign. At least with the American names, I've heard most of them. Welcome to New Jersey. Because I sat there today and I know I've played coast to coast on it, and I enjoyed that. But I now think there was that much maps for American trucks, and I went to YouTube, bestest bit of software in the world ever. I do apologise that I am looking at the camera, because the camera's here. I've moved it from there because I couldn't see the screen that well. Anyway, and I went to Wombats. Again, he'd put all these up back in June of this year.
Keep
so
left,
I thought,
and then continue straight on.
They're going to be out now, you know, to go and
straight on.
download and put into American Truck Simulator. So that's what I did today. No problems with loading them. Again, like anything that you do with this game, depending on how fast your PC is, took about, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes just to load up. If you're on a faster PC, then it should take a couple of seconds, and then it shouldn't happen to load up anymore. I mean, mine does. It takes about, I don't know, 3 or 4 seconds. No, sorry, 3 or 4 minutes for it to load up every time I want to play American. But you know, I can handle that. I know I've got a good lot of area now to play, so I can deal with that. But if this was on the other PC, what I've got, it'd load up once and take that time, and then it'd just load up as normal. But again, that's a different PC and a faster PC processor wise and all bells and whistles. So, but this ain't doing too bad at the moment. I've configured what I need to configure. Anyway, so it's loaded all the maps and then working. That's the main thing. So I thought, come on tonight. Now, I did a few streams this morning in American Euro trucks, experimenting, and I don't know why, but whether it's YouTube, I recorded them, and I think it's after about 13 hours, my videos still ain't gone to 4K. Yeah, and I uploaded them early this morning, and they still going at 360. It's a disgrace. But again, nothing I can do. Eventually, hopefully, the footage will go to 4K. Until then, I do apologise it being at 360. And I mean, it looks like it's been shot on a bloody PC from like 2000 or 1990 or something. Years ago, kind of PC. But now I'm experimenting with different resolutions. Certain games. I don't want the quality to look absolutely diabolical. But I've been messing with Euro trucks, and of course American trucks is roughly the same. So if I put whatever settings I put into Euro, if I put the same settings into American, then I should be okay. So I can run the two cameras. I can have one on me and one on the gear stick or my pedals. Again, it is something to 1 in the morning here in the UK, so you know, I'm just trying it out. I've got a few things coming tomorrow, as I've already said in a couple of previous videos. The police car. Book 'em, Dano. Love that. As I said in a couple of videos though, I got nowhere to put a keyboard and mouse, and I've only got them temporary fitted onto the ends of me wheelbase. So I've gone and ordered a little kind of shelf what you'd put a laptop on. Only cheap and cheerful from good old Amazon. So that'll be here tomorrow. I've also bought a bit of lighting. As tomorrow I intend to do all my cable management.
Go straight on.
Reason I never did it in the first place is I don't know whether I was going to be moving this console again. So it's pointless doing all cable management until you know you've got it settled in a place where you are going to be moving it about. So tomorrow, as soon as my little table comes and I've put it all together, then I bought some what you call it, like Velcro, to do cable management with, and I shall do all my cable management, give the mat and a hoover, because I don't know what it is guys, but these just bits, I've hoovered this more than I've hoovered anything in my life, because I bought the Next Level Racing mat, and I'm forever hoovering it, but they say that it doesn't move with the casters, but believe me, it does a little bit, and the mat slips. So it needs me to push the console. In my case, I've got to push it out my room, vacuum it, push it all back, and then just do all the cable tie. And I'm going to put me, I got a 16 foot of LED sound activated lights. So I'm going to fit that to the console, the rig. Again, if you've ever seen any of my previous videos when I was on the desk, you'll see I used to just play the game, and at night, rather than just be illuminated like I am now, just with a white light, I used to have flashing lights, so the more noise it picks up, it interacts with me. And then fantastic for what they do, they're really sensitive, don't really need a lot of noise. Even like the noise of the wheel or the vibration or anything could figure these lights off. So I've got a set, I was going to put them back on a desk of mine, but I thought now when I finally find out where I'm putting all the rig and telly and everything, then I'll fit it all on. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. So if I am streaming a lot later today, that's the reason why folks. And I shall put up a little video or whatever later tomorrow night. I've also got it's like a GoPro camera, but a GoPro made by is it Y Cam? Again, not a cheap one, but that's 4K recording. I'm going to look into how to use that so I could stream with it, or put it behind me and find some way of using it to to the PC. As the webcams are the best in the world, these are money cheap and cheerful off Amazon. I have got a Logitech 9 some a good mech, but I was gonna get 2. So until I can either get me another Logitech, these ones I'll have to do, unless I can find some way of connecting my iCam up and use it to stream with. I'm also running a few other mods on this American trucks, Franklin 64 HD kind of look for textures, which again I use that on Euro trucks. What else we're running on here moddy wise? Trying to think. I got quite a few on American trucks mod wise. I've got more mods for American trucks than I have for Euro. The realistic traffic, that's another one I've got on here, but of course it gives me more traffic. It should say through the night, but in this it's a bit more during the night. Again, I don't know how they work it, but it does what it does. It's realistic enough. I'm loving these police sirens though, I really am. I mean, it adds something to the game. I know it seems to be a little bit repetitive, but it's better than just hearing the same old, you know, the sound of your own engine. You don't hear nothing really, do you? Sat with that woman, your own engine, your indicator, just to hear that little bit of something else, you know. Now I was playing this earlier on, testing it out, and I wasn't sure whether that police car was coming for me, because I could hear it, and I don't know if it was behind me, or, you know. So I slowed down and pulled over, and then it went off, so, you know, I don't know. It's never so good though. But again, I day stream it, because like I say, trying everything out, making sure that everything worked before I come on and streamed. And I've got to really take it steady, as I said. I've took all the... I was watching... I needed to know about the physics, which is in CSC's software, right? Well, of course, as we all know, CSC don't write manuals. Now I've looked and searched, and I just typed it in, and of course, good old squirrel. And again, I'm old now, but at least you can get the gist. Now I wanted to find out what was this axle to do with lifting the axle up, the wheels, and of course Squirrel's covered them all over the years, and thanks for that, mate. Appreciate that. At least I know now what the items are. You know, I mean, like I said in some of the other videos, some of the things I know exactly what there was, but there was others I like, well, what are them? Yeah. So when it comes to the physics, I want to feel like that as you brake, you go forward. Now I used to have one, I think it was called 14 ton, and it was in for Euro trucks. The only trouble was, it would make the back wheels, when you ain't got a trailer on, you press the brake and you really go forward. A new friend Mark says, well, I don't know why you're using mods for. You've already got that kind of physicky stuff in the game. Now today, going and having a look at Squirrel's video, again, it is some time ago, so whether CS have updated it now, because there's one of the sliders that isn't in his video but is in today's software. So I'm assuming if that from the left, because everything's say from the left, keeping it left means there's none on at all, so I'm going to get the most of bumping in that, So when I'm playing stuff like this, because I like the cushion, I get the booster both well. And talking of cushions, I actually whether my cushion's working. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to pull over here, because I don't think it is. Yep. And how good is that? I've only just realised that I ain't getting that sensation from my cushion. And there's nothing worse than not feeling. Oh, that's interesting. Right, it ain't working. I thought it was. Hold on. Right. That's weird. Right, we're going to reset that. So, no, that ain't working. So, out of that. Ah, dear. Oh, technology. Come on. Sim Racing Studio. Because there's nothing worse. See what it is, when I go over Humble Strip, feel that's better. Now I can feel it. Well, you'll go over it now due to the fact that I've changed microphones, and that's one of the reasons why I've changed over mics, because he was getting feedback and all sorts of noises from all other things I was running. You will hear this now. But it's just a sensation. Right, that's impact, acceleration, deceleration, and road effects. Get that engine sound up a little bit. About a 3. That'll do me. Right, now we can go back into Euro Trucks. And so what it is, if I go over any rumble strips as I said before, it lets me know when I'm getting too close to the sides or anything like that. Uneven roads. Now, I ain't too sure in these new maps whether there is any uneven roads. Now, why I say that is when I play the EAA map in Euro Truck, them textures in them, some right evil textures. Potholes, there's speed ramps, there's strips like to slow you down. Now, to me, that's a good thing, yeah? So the people that have made all these Mexican ones, coast to coast, sorry if I ain't saying all the names, but the maps offering today, if they've used some of them coins, then that I've got to be wary of, yeah? It's no good going up here 78 mile an hour, or, well, okay, let's say proper speed limit. So in American trucks you're looking 65, some roads 75. If I was to drive down here and the next minute I know, with the physics out I've set them all up, and the trailer physics, and the stiffness, that trailer would just be bouncing up and down, yeah? So, have to be careful, slow down. Now, as I said, I was trying this out earlier on, I have noticed that there's a lot of hills in certain parts, or the parts I've been to. Now I got stuck on an hill today, and I was doing 1 mile an hour in first gear. I got a trailer on, of course, the computer generated cars had slowed me down, and then the next minute I know, I was fighting to get up the hill. I would have screened it, but let's put my teeth in. I did stream it, but I hadn't checked my sound output on OBS, and there's no sound. So of course, I'm having a talk, as I'm doing now, but there's no volume, so it don't sound good. So it's a pity really. Good stream again. I did struggle to get up the hill. Again, I did restart or respawn somewhere else or cancel the job. I just kept going clutch, first gear, clutch, rolling back, clutch, and eventually I got up it. But you know, if the volume had worked, it would have been a good screen to have a laugh like. Anyway, stuck behind two police cars in front of police. Stuck behind two police cars. Virginia. Anyway, what's the speed limit now? We're supposed to be doing 70 miles an hour. I'm lucky if I'm doing 45, stuck behind these two police cars. So of course I like kinda stuck behind the old bill. Anyway, it's nice to be driving in the daylight. Might as well turn my lights up a bit. If you watched any of my other previous streams, I was struggling with all the buttons and that. Now, if anybody's familiar with a Fanatec Xbox hub that you have for the wheels, I've configured all mine on that, as I said. Now, if I go from left to right, starting at the top, you got the button LT. This is if you've not changed any of the button caps, which I have since I've bought it. So my gears I'm on LT and RT. So of course I'm got a 18-speed truck, this Kenworth, and
Go straight on.
LT does 1 to 6, and then 7 to 12, and then of course LT again to do 13 to 18, and then goes back to get back down to first gear. LB and LSB do the lights and high beam. RSB and RB do window wipers and window wipers back. Going down the bottom left, Y does my horn, air horns. I don't bother with the little horn. Again, you don't really need it in the game because it don't do nothing. Only if I go playing Truckers MP, rather than do a road rage, tap the horn a few times. X is doing what's it, the lights. So the cabin lights. No. What is X doing? X is doing my beacons, sorry. Yeah, X is doing my beacons on top. The next button is like two little boxes. I don't know what that button's called, but that's doing my hazards. Going over to the other side, B button is doing cruise control. A is doing the dashboard changing. So all the information you can see like in the middle of the dash, that's what that one's doing. And then the one that was all the squiggly lines, that does the sat nav. Then you've got like the Xbox button, which is the router recorder. If I turn it left, that brings up the maps. If I turn it the other one, it brings up the garages. So I got to keep going up the keyboard. If I press it up, I get the parking brake. And because Track IR uses F7 and American trucks and Euro trucks uses F7 to call up if you've crashed, so you can get back to a garage, I'll put that on the button down. And if I press the in button on this X, so you've got left and right, up and down, turn left, turn right, and just one press in, that picks up the trailer, so that connects the trailer. Tell a lie, I'm lying, do apologise. I'm what, yeah? Left, sorry, getting confused here. Left starts the engine, and the other one starts the electrics. That's it. Left and right does the engine, up does parking brake, down does calls for the mechanics, and one press in does the picking up of the fifth wheel with your trailer. And that's the configuration I've got the wheel. So basically I've only got like the normal standard buttons where you change the cameras, the camera views, which as we all know, 1, 2, 3, 4 up to, I think, is it 9 or 0. But I've got most of them now on the wheel where I can sit and just play that. I think it's only lean over to press enter, and then of course just move with the mouse. So rather than start drilling holes into the console, putting button boxes, I don't see the point in spending 60 quid, 70 quid for a button box when I can put a small keyboard on this thing when I've come in today, and all the buttons I need are configured. Again, most of the other games I've got, the F1 games, they can be configured on that wheel as well, so I'm happy boy, as I say. I mean, I have seen some nice button boxes over the days, but again, I don't know what it is. Does anybody build any decent ones in the UK? Because they're all America. Now I've seen a beautiful one. It's got the microphone on for like the CB if you go into Truckers MP, but it's in America. You know what I mean? And it's over 200 quid. The more you add to it, the dearer it gets. So, I mean, fair play if they've got to wire them up, and that's fair enough. But for what they am, and then they got to pay shipping. So, you know, it's a dear business. So if I can do it with a cheap keyboard, now I bought a cheap wireless keyboard. The only thing that let it down was it hadn't got a number pad key on. Now Mark Armstrong, I'm sure we all know Mark if you've watched him in streams with his dad. Mark put about little button boxes, which they are button boxes, but they're just little number pads off Amazon. I think there's about a £5 or a £10 he says, I think there was. So, you know, if they got one of them, small keyboard, one of them, blah blah blah, jobs are good. So I might be, you know, see how I am with the keyboard, because I used to have the little one. It's only about that big. Enough for me. I only need to press a few buttons. I mean, I've got a proper mechanical keyboard over there. Again, that's got no buttons on now. That's got no number buttons on. But it's a proper gaming keyboard. But again, I don't play with keys. It's Xbox pad kind of thing, or most of the games now are done on the wheel. So that's redundant.
Go straight on.
And again, since I've had all this set up, I haven't turned my big PC on for over, what, 3 or 4 weeks now. I'll tell a lie. I turned it on the other night just to get a password which was stored on that, what I needed for this. And I was like, whoa, look at the size of that screen. So tiny, I could hardly read it. I couldn't wait to jump back in this chair and sit and do big 50-inch telly. Now again, I know people are saying, oh well, monitor's better because it's higher refresh rates, and yeah, that's fair enough. But I've never had a monitor that's refreshed higher than 60 frames a second. So if you've never had it, you're never going to miss it, have you? So to play with a 4K telly at 60 frames a second, I'm noticing no different. Well, I am at the moment because I've had to run things a little bit lower texture wise and that. And if for streaming, I mean, in the day, if I'm doing no streaming, or I've got this running as high as I can run them. But for streaming, No, it has to go down a little bit, but it ain't too bad. You know. I mean, I'm you all looking at the grass to say, oh, that's like low res. Nah, grass is really too fast. Even I couldn't manage the quality of that. So, you know. But as soon as I've got the money, I shall purchase a new PC. I mean, people that are leaving donations, I do appreciate it. Again, it helps keep the channel going. And of course, stuff like that, I'm putting it now towards a PC. So once I've got a better PC, I can do more things that I intend doing. But of course, like anything else, you know, times are hard. So I think what it is at the moment, I've got that much variety of games. I don't know which ones to start on. I really don't. So I'm gonna get sort of like to a schedule of, say, I don't know, say Mondays Euro, Tuesdays American, Wednesday someone else, so and so, so and so. So that way, people like yourselves who watch the channel can choose what days they want to come and watch or whatever. I could give you no times because my timetable is all over the place. But at least I can do certain games on them specific days, yeah. So you know, I mean, because I like, and I ain't played it for a bit. I don't know what it was. I think it's something was conflicting with the Fanatec wheel, but it's the FIA truck game. I know it ain't probably the best thing since sliced bread, racing around in a truck. But you know, sat here hours and hours playing this and playing Euro to actually race it. You know, I was like, okay, I'll have some of this. Again, I don't think them doing any support for it because I've heard nothing from the people that met the game, and I've heard through the grapevine that they've given up on the game. It's a bit of a shame, but you know, there's certain things I'd love to change because it does my head in. The woman keeps coming up, cool your brakes, or you know, once you've heard it once, you don't want to keep hearing it. I wish I could disable it. It drives me stupid because you know you're going to put the water on your brakes, but have to keep hearing it all the while. It's a bit like this, you know, like when you go to park a vehicle. Why do you need to be told all the while press enter and not park it? You know, if you don't want to park it, they should have the option just to press it, and that's it. But like, I was trying to make a video today, and all it was pop-up after pop-up. You know, I wish we could disable pop-ups like that. Because I had to sat here and cutting out the little bits what do they want to be in the video. So again, that's to come. I ain't finished it yet. By the time I'd had something to eat, it was getting on about 6:30 tonight, or last night should I say, and I've been on it a few hours, so I thought, well, if I carry on I will be streaming. And then I've been talking to my friend and his brother, so I thought, right, I've just bid them good night and told them, you know, I'm going off to do a stream, which, you know, so if you're watching later, lads, good morning. Now, another thing is, if anybody is watching this at this specific time, they'll think I'm being ignorant if I'm not replying back to you, as I call run a second screen and stream
Keep
at the
right,
same time at the
and
moment.
then exit right.
The graphics card and the processor will take it, yeah? So, if
Exit
you
right.
do... Well, that ain't the right one. If you do leave a comment or anything, I will get back to you as soon as I finish the stream and reply to you. It's just I can't see it at this specific time. Now I have got another monitor. It's right in front of the camera, behind the camera. But again, having it situated now, I have got an old phone, and when I can find some way of fitting it to here, which, oh, don't know where we went then. The truck seemed to slide. Oh well. As I was saying, oh, come on then, car. When I get the chance to do it, don't stall. I will probably use my phone, because I don't use the phone anymore. So, just big enough for me to see some on the between the steering wheel. So I shall put my comments on that, rather than using a big screen. It's taking around resources from the PC, but to get it working, as I say, round more built in a day. So as soon as I've got it up and running, then I shall be able to answer your comments and have a chat with you as we stream. So at least you know I ain't trying to ignore you if you're watching it. There they go, there's another police car. Again, don't know where it is. I don't know if it's coming after me. Everybody seems to slow down when they hear them sirens though. This is a love of mine with American trucks. The diesel don't go down as much. And again, because this is quite a far distance, I'm going to do what I normally do, and that's fill up with diesel. Because petrol stations, I like in Euro trucks, they every 2 minutes. In Euro, petrol stations every 2 minutes, but in American, it seems to not be. Now, right, switches off engine. Right, that's it. It's hard when you configure your buttons and you're like 100% familiar with them. But I'm getting there. We ain't stalled it yet. That's the main thing. Now I know it's left to start the engine. Now it's right and then left. That's it. And gears, I'm on the top. So there's the first gear. Again, we'll pull away probably in 6 because it ain't that heavy. And away we go. And then I know here. But it's better than me trying to do the bottom button. And so far it's working well. I'm enjoying it. Now here comes in, or I might, where these, it's like I said earlier on, there's none of this looking for little dots. Now having that traffic mod on, have to watch out for the traffic. Alright, got a clue where I'm going through. Would TN be Tennessee? I don't know. We'll soon see. There's got probably somebody's put a sign up saying, hold on, follow in-cab signals. So I have no idea what that means. Way station, I thought it was too good to be true. I ain't done one yet, so I don't mind. And again, it's about the only thing you really stop for, though, in American trucks. It's ain't like in Euro where you're stopping every 2 minutes for toll roads. Welcome to North Carolina. So what was the TN for then? Don't know. Anyway, ooh, as he says, crunching them. That's the first time yet.
Recompute.
I love how it says recompute. Oh, I've got to get in this thing now. I can never judge American trucks as easy as I can with the Euro. It's just get in the front, please don't hit the back. No, I ain't. There you go. Police are at it again. I like that in these police cars of a night when it goes dark because, you know, the sirens are going and, you know, I think it's great. All we need now is some ambulances and fire service and we'll have the full Monty, as they say. Right, should be able to pull out before he comes. Right, where are we going? He don't know where he's going.
Keep right.
Right, what gear are we in? Wrong one. That's it. I'm getting my left and right mixed up, right? Now if I drove down this road before, and again I wouldn't know. Now when I see any cracks like that, now if this was in the AAA map, in Euro, I'd be slowing down. Because that's normally a sign that the road's uneven and it's going to bounce me up and down, but they happen then, so still waiting to find out whether they've used any of the textures like that. I've seen one lot of what you call them, yeah, oh come on, where you go out road humps in one set of them. Again, don't ask me where, because there's that much of this map. I just picked a garage and bought it and drove this afternoon, but on my travel off some road humps. But again, it's really, for me, it's really opened this game up, just like American truck, Euro truck, with having somewhere new to drive. As with that EAA map, that is absolutely huge. And again, with this now, so you know, I'll be probably putting a lot more out of American and Euro. You know, I tend to do a couple a night. If I do, you know, one of each every single night, as well as doing specific days, as like I says. So can get it sort of into a routine. I'm just going to slow down, folks. No, it's just like
Keep left.
as I said the other night though, America's just like long and flat, which it is. At least with Euro you got islands here and stuff like that. But again, for me, this is the scenery, and I mean, I know it's just nothing now but trees and freeways, but it's like when you go into the big towns and stuff, you know, I can't wait to drive in some of them. I love it. Yeah, this for me, I love this game when it's a night time. American trucks and all the cities are all lit up and that. It's really brings it on. Right, let's get in that slower lane. But again, every time I get in the slower lane, it tells me to get in the fast lane. I go win. And the speed's a little bit faster in this. I mean, 63 mile an hour, 70 mile road. Police are at it again. And you've got 18 gears. I love that 18 gears, you know. And that physics is working, I think. I can't see it like pushing me forward. Again, that's me doing that to do with the track IR. I want to look forward.
Keep
you know,
right,
I can do.
and then continue straight on.
And then when I get comfortable again, the truck sort of backs me back.
Go straight on.
Again, I could change that and have it a lot more, but then it tends to not be realistic. That's enough. I don't want to see no more in my dash, you know. When I really get right back, I mean, I'll tilt the chair and everything, but then I start to go to sleep, you know. And it's only for like the rumble strips that keep me awake, because sometimes I've gone like this and like, oh, it's been juddering all over the place and shit, mate. better wake up because it just nearly just crashed when you've been streaming for like, I don't know, a couple of hours. And you can do, you know. I mean, you stream for like, I don't know, 20 minutes, 40 minutes. I like to make a stream over an hour if I can. I mean, this one probably will over an hour. Again, I don't know which one. Now here we go. These events now, these cause you to drive totally out your way. Right, so
Keep
what
right,
I'm gonna do
and then continue straight
is
on.
I'm gonna pull over now. Have a look what the problem is. So if I bring up my map, put my brake on. There's the map. So is that telling me we go down there? No. Have a look where it's telling me we could go. We could turn these off and just have them so that don't happen. Now that's where I should be going down that road. But of course, police have blocked the road off or whoever in the game. So
Go straight on.
I could break the rules and just go down there. I have done in the past. But I ain't gonna tonight or this morning. Right, so now I know where I'm going. Or where I could go. Let's get up here. That map on again. Right. So I could go down there. I reckon. Is where it gets a little bit hard now. You gotta remap your map. Don't know just how far you need to go. So, can I do that way? I can do. So that's just gonna take me further into places. I don't know. Bit more far to go. Anyway, that
Keep
should
left,
have done enough
straight on.
to take us
Go straight
wherever
on.
we go in now. Without no more hold-ups. I hope. What I gotta do now is get that starting number. And hope none of these cars hit me. Because they're doing well. I've only hit a couple of things. If that. I don't think I've damaged anything yet. Oi oi, police cars just hit that truck, look. FedEx truck. Ha ha ha. Oh well. It warned me. And here comes the rain. Thought it was due. Now, I have, like I says, I have put the... So you got the old rain, as it says on Steam Workshop, and of course it's louder, thunder and lightning. I love to hear the sound of thunder. Yeah? And if it ain't loud, then it ain't realistic enough. So I went to Steam Workshop and I typed in thunder, and of course it come up there. If you could hear the thunder, put this above, put it above, tried it, good enough for me. Oh, gone, plenty sirens on there. Now I don't think that distance what we was looking at earlier on is realistic enough.
Keep right.
Because that
And
says
then exit
600
right.
mile, but that says I've got 2060 miles left to go.
Exit right.
I'll have a look at that at the end of the job to find out what that means. Again, because there's nothing about this in instructions or anything, you can clearly say it. And I've noticed with some of these interfaces, half of them don't work anyway. Some of the time you think, well, what's the point in having all these dials if they ain't working anyway? There was one, I don't know if it's in a scan yet, but you can go all through them menus and what the ones you want, which is miles per hour, don't work. So you don't know how fast you're going. You have to put the sat nav up with you got the sat nav above and then you got the truck information underneath that. That's what I normally put in the window. But this, to be fair, this can work a bad truck when it comes to displaying dials. I mean, I don't think the water pressure, oil, brakes, all them other dials do anything in this game. I don't know, or they don't yet. But there's a clock. I can see what time it is. I can see the fuel gauge. I can see my miles per hour. I can see my rev counter, and of course I can have all the little bit of information, as I say there. Oil temperature, water temperature. Again, do they play a part in this game? I don't know. But I know speed does, cruise control. Again, there's the time. Again, say that's in 12 hours. That was probably what the 12 means. Do me. And that's the thing with this game. You have to assume, oh, is that what it is? Could do with the CSC manual for Euro trucks and American trucks, you know what I mean? I mean, it's good like the likes of Squirrel that has put the time out, even though it's a little bit out of date. It was done some years ago, I think. Was it 2006, 2007? Again, say they're old, but this game has changed a lot. Not, I wouldn't say dramatically, but certain things I'm integrating into it now that were then. So, you know. But it was good to how he explained it to us. So at least we know now. Anyway, where's this thunder? I can't hear no thunder. All I can hear is my engine, my muffled voice. Now, I don't know if I've got Jazzy Cat's motorbikes in this, but I swore I had this for American trucks. But that might be on my other computer. Again, I tend to knock motorbikes off, not intentionally, but they get, and that's small. Could hardly see them in this game, so I'd rather leave them on, I suppose. Now, why am I in such a low gear? Nice to see that water as well. I don't think you get the water stream with this mod, but we have. Oh well, it looks like we are getting no thunder. Now I don't know why he's doing his sirens. Who's he booking? Ooh, there was a bloody pillar in the middle of the road then. Just in the middle of the road. Again, how they hit it. Talk about reactions, I swear that right round. Well, I don't know what's happening here. That police car's gone off on one. Again, does whatever they do in the game, like with the blue flashing lights, say there's an accident somewhere further up, you know. Or is it just for show because you've got one on the one side and one on this side now? Doing the same thing. And if I can get round this corner, all that one would have been gone now. Or it's still doing its sirens? No, it's still doing its sirens. It's in front. Knocked the two tones off, but he's still got his blue lights on. And if he pulls that guy up in front in that car at these traffic lights, I won't be too happy. And I've got to signal manoeuvre around him again.
Go straight on.
I would do for license change, look. Oh, he's gone, look, he don't wait to wait for traffic lights. He's the law. He's like, bugger the traffic lights, I'll go over on red, I don't care. Right. I can have a vape now, he's gone. Oh dear, swallowing the screen. Oh, and then we're away again. I'm going for my handbrake then. Not that it's any good in Euro. The pity, I'm surprised that handbrake, if you buy a normal handbrake, like for your games, don't apply in this game. I really did. I thought, like, you know, if you lifted it up, it'd, no, it don't. And again, like I said, that's why I buy a Fanatec one. I was paying 150 quid for something that I was going to use all the while. And if I've used that, what, 20 times since I've had the wheel, that's all I've used it. And that's only playing a few times on Wreckfest and Dirt Rally 2.0. So, and I see the point in buying one, a data one. It's just as good, I suppose, that the Fanatec, well, I know the Fanatec one's going to be more, you know, stiffer and stuff, and less chance of braking, but, you know, mine's a little bit wobbly, but it does the job. I can still pull up an handbrake. No, don't do nothing in, no, don't do nothing in this. Unless it has to be configured. I never thought of that. Because it's showing up in my controls when I get to the settings for Euro trucks and American trucks. So, I'll have to have a look. Again, one of them things with CSC software. Sorry guys, but you know. Does it or doesn't it? That's the question. Anyway, I hope we're all looking forward to the 136 update that's coming out as well. You know, and we got a free DLC for France. That's another bonus. That's some more. Again, it's a good time at the moment for this game and Euro. What with pro mods. And pro mods coming together and Truckers MP. So, and then I think what we got a DLC coming for this, and we got one for Euro as well on the cards. Yeah, don't hit me blue car, you know the rules. Now why did I get a bleep then? I got a little bleep. I don't know if it was because I was too close to the wall. I know you get it in American truck, Euro, when you get a little bit closer. Right, let's get down. Get into about 10th gear. Build my speed back up. Oops. Knock them window wipers off now. Lantern. I think it's not too bad when you get a little rain like that. It's when it rains like for 3 or 4 hours. You know what I mean? In game, you're like, oh god, it's still raining. I don't mind a little shower like that. Again, looking at them clouds, they look a bit, you know, moody, don't they? So, and I think if you disable the rain, it ain't realistic enough. You know, you've got to have a little bit of rain. I mean, this is America, it's Africa, where they don't have no rain. You gotta have some. One thing's for sure, as well, force feedback tonight. I don't know if you can see that on camera. And my wheels just bobbing left and right. Just little. But it's enough to know, like, hey, I'm still here, like, force feedback. Got like a red clouds coming in now. The night's coming in now, right? What is it, 8 o'clock at night in game? That's 10 hours, I think it was 600 and some odd mile we got left to travel. And that was before, that was after we rerouted the map, so. Stick the fancy lights on. I'll blame this woman here. Her likes the pink lights, not me. On the way again. He likes them sirens, Dano does. But as you'll see, the darker it gets, they look really good, these police lights. It was a river then. What's this got to say? Georgia. Atlanta, Birmingham. What's that? Atlanta. At least you know, like when I go into Euro and I'm in the foreign countries, I ain't got a clue whether them real names, real destinations. At least here coming up and looking at these now, I definitely know that these are genuine places in America. Again, they might not be, you know, 100% to what the place looks like, but at least I've heard of them. I've heard of these, so, you know. And I can pronounce a few of them. Where when I'm playing Euro, I'm like, I can't read half of them names, so I don't even want to try. But again, if I'm in foreign language, but again, that to me, that makes this game more realistic. Because you would be, if you go abroad, you ain't going to get everything written in English, and vice versa. People who are foreign, who play this, like on say on Truckers MP or themselves in one player, it ain't going to be in their language. You know, about the only thing that's universal is the speed limits and certain signs. These them police cars. I would have stuck my head out the window then, but I love it when there's a chance of me crashing at this speed of 50 miles an hour. The sound of that copper cars. Sorry, when you stick your head out the window, it's really can't see that well around the corner due to the exhausts on this. I've configured another truck, but I've lost sound on it. It's Peterbilt. I've configured one of them. There's no sound, no engine sound or nothing. Any indicators. Don't know what's happened there. Whether it's a mod conflicting with the sound pack, I have no idea. There's one sound pack that I've moved and it just says it needs to be higher than everything else, map boys and whatever. So before I come on starting streaming, I moved it up for I changed trucks. As you. So if I do another stream after this one, I will try my other truck out and see if that works with the sound. Read the sign then, they see what's this as I was trying to look. Subway. Subway am everywhere, even in the game, man. Ah, it's funny that. Right, struggling a bit. I'm gonna get over. Yeah, be me for a ride in the middle lane. Again, empty highways, especially at this time of night in the game. Again, get in the centre lanes and bang. Always pushes me back into the middle. I do, I love this, just slap it into 18th gear and just go. And again, you don't tend to go over 70 mile an hour, you might 73, 74 and that's about all. Again, 64's enough, the way it's bobbling about. And again, that's my own doing. I just don't without no potholes or textures that can make me bounce all over the place. Because I'd hate to crash this at this stage and that. But you never know with new maps, you don't know what I'm using. I mean, in the AA one, only if someone today streams when they finally get to 4K, the road is like that. It's on a 45-degree angle, so one side is 45 degrees, the other is just flat. But it's like 45, drive a little bit, and then 45 the other side. Weird. It's sort of like topsy-turvy as you drive down the road. Only for a short little bit, but that, for me, in game, it's totally different. It's good. You know, you have to slow down. But of course, when you got the physics on, your cab's bouncing everywhere, your trailer's bouncing everywhere. You got the vibration from your wheel, you got your pedals vibrating, you got a pushing that vibrates. I mean, I can only imagine what it's like for these who've got the motion rigs. Ah, I'd be in heaven. I really would. But again, if you ain't got it, you got to be satisfied with what you got. And I've said that before. I'm satisfied with what I got. As he said here, his cushion vibrating like now. Slow down. That's FedEx wagons like to hit police cars. I've seen that earlier on. Now I shouldn't have really put more my Taz there because of course they do that mirror. Not that I'm looking through them anyway. And I think I'm only there for show, no mirrors. Right, I thought that was he was getting over in lane then. And the road, I thought the road was going into one, but now FedEx thinks he's going in the fat. See, just about to overtake him as he gets back in the lane. So you know what, FedEx, I'll overtake you now. This style. When I can put my truck into proper gear. Don't like these kind of drivers. They tend to make you crash. And I'll overtake the old Bill. He don't go and all. Although knowing him now, he'll put his sirens on and shoot past me anyway. I see, I'm going straight into the right lane. It's either that if I come to any hills and I'm stuck in the way slowing me down, then I'm struggling to get up the hill. So, why doing that? ILT airway. He's gonna hit me? No he ain't. Thought he was then.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Oh, I'm going round anyway.
Exit right.
ILT airport. Don't know what that abbreviates for. Oh, I've still got my indicator on full. Like I've got all the trucks behind me, 3 pulling and 3 trucks. I thought where them 3 come from. And then I'm the one who's got the trailer with them on. Never mind. One of them mornings. That's it now, should be 13th, that's it. Back up to my high gears. 1, 7, 30, it gets confusing, especially when you gotta go back. But, better to have them on there.
Keep left.
As I look to get one of them proper truck gear sticks, and they don't fit on a Fanatec. They fit on a Logitech, but not on a Fanatec, so we won't be buying one of them unless somebody makes one to fit over a Fanatec gear shifter. Amazing, ain't it? Cheap and cheerful, you can modify. Bit expensive, you go to nothing with. Anyway, where's these two going here? Yeah, stop there, Mr. Coca-Cola. I'll overtake him and go back in my lane. Alright, drive safely, stay in lane. Alright, I am. And it seems like we've been driving for hours in the dark. It's only 11:10 in game. We've still got dark. I wouldn't say this is dark yet. Not with all the street lamps. It's only until you sort of go into the desert with this game. First time I did this, I thought, my god, where's everything gone? It's
right.
darker than dark when you drive to the desert runs. And another sound, might be the brakes when they go tsh. I don't know if is it, again I've never heard a proper American truck, but you know, the trucks I've heard, so they like tsh, well, the air brakes. I've searched and searched and searched for any mods that make them kind of sounds. I can't find on nowhere. So again, if anybody does watch the channel, can drop us a link or anything, I would appreciate it. That was a bit bumpy because my cushion's going again. And again, revealing all new roads going down here. Well, my cushion was vibrating. As soon as I go on this new flat shiny roads, no bumps. The cushion don't like these. Likes to have a bit of a
go straight
bump. Oh, come on. That's it. How many roads going into other roads? Map's absolutely massive. Just when I thought I'm getting close to like doing the map, go and do a thing like this. Now the percentage has dropped again to about, I don't know, like map clearance. Because America ain't too big as we all know. So, you know, don't take that long to complete the map 100%. And I were too far off from doing that. I think there's only about 5 or 6 places I hadn't drove to. So, having this, I think there's about 3 or 4 different map mods on this now. It's made it more of a challenge. More, oh, I want to play this game. That's what this, for me, this is what the modding does. Makes me, I don't want to play it, you know. This and the Euro. Euro for like, you know, like you're driving around little cities, roundabouts, toll roads, where, and this, just big open roads, you know, feeling the roar of that engine, and when I say like feeling it, I can feel it like vibrating different things on the rig and the wheel and the pedals and that. So you know, 2 good games, but totally different. Even though doing the same thing, haulage, you know, one they've got different things for different people. You know, some do Euro, some just do this all American trucks all the while. I forget his name. I'm gonna have to do. I know you got the letter 66 in your name. He does some cracking. I think the guy subscribes to me. He left a comment once about my stream saying how good there was, quality wise, and his videos are absolutely spot on. I really am.
Keep left.
His camera work in this, you know, to get this to go out camera and move around and actually drive and spot on. I do apologise, I can't remember your name, and again, without having the other screen up, I could have gone like to my YouTube channel and just had a look, because I subscribe back to you as well. Because I love to go and have a look at other people, you know, see what everybody's doing. And it's nice to see people get on as well, you know, doing this, you know, because we're more doing the same thing, ain't we? You know, enjoying games. I mean, our games have come on over the years. They ain't games anymore. I mean, somebody said to me 10 years ago, you'll be sitting in your room with a, you know, sim racing, yeah, I mean, yeah, whatever. I won't buy rubbish like that. But here I am, 10 years on, enjoying every bit of it. And I don't think you could get bored. You really couldn't. I mean, there's that much to do. I mean, I think I've done every army game there's out there. You know, your Calls of Duty, there's only so much shoot-ups you can do. But for me, for this, I mean, I don't think I'd do all this map. Too money anyway. And I know, like the EA map, I look at it and think, gone, I've done a bit, and then I look at it, now it's up and think, okay, back to the drawing board, I've still got shitloads to do. You know, they look tiny when you're there, and then when you open them up, they just like somebody goes boom, and it all opens up, I'm like, okay, and this is the same, especially that coast to coast, all the cities are close together, but the little roads coming off it, that's just the one mod in this. So, and for me, the more I play this, the more I feel like I'm a lorry driver. You know, especially when, you know, you come in. Next minute you look, there's nothing there. Next minute there's something coming the side here. It's absolutely awesome. And you can get a can of iron brew. I've got a bounty up there somewhere. Somebody's at me bounty, I can't see it. Well, I don't know, I don't think I put it on. Now I changed the bounty for a fan day, that was it. Thought my fan might have gone round. I'm still trying to work out to do customised CSC flags. I want me to a couple of Black Country flags on the ends of my wheels. But I don't know, I've got to look into it tomorrow. Or should I say later today. I got the Photoshop. Just I think there's another software I need to find with files I'm in Steam.
Keep right.
Once I find them in Steam, then changing them back into Photoshop PNG, then from PNG back into CSC kind of software.
Exit right.
And then hopefully I've customised Black Country flags. And then
get ready to turn left.
If that's the case, I thought Okay.
Turn
Doing
left.
some other things, if I can do it once. Oh, mobile. I've heard of this place and I think I've been here before. I have, because I've unrevealed the road, so I've been here before. Better slow down because them bends. Keep forgetting myself, I've got this physicky thing on. One slight twist and the cabin's gone and the truck will be gone and all. It'll be a shame to lose it, just for the sake of slowing down a bit. Get over this side. Any old shoulders and we're just going straight on. At this time of the morning you just probably go straight on. Due to hardly any traffic on the freeways. Nearly said motorways, but then the same thing. Right. Still staying down here. Doing well really. It's only been that one thing where it's sent us to change our route. I don't think that might happen again. I have set it to the maximum, so it could happen again. I hope not. Belmont, wherever that is. If it does, I'd have to reroute. Looks like we can go to this mobile. There is an accident, so I'm going to slow down because sometimes it's traffic lights, so you have to stop for traffic lights. Now this is where the road's going into Narra. That's only a little one. Is this another one, or is that the end of that one? The road's going into one. Yep, the wheel's definitely shaking this morning. Evergreen. Have I got enough power to overtake these two fellas? Obviously not. I'm going uphill. But we will try. What's my map saying? It's now in my luck. I start to overtake him, it'll say turn left, turn right. I've done that before. Okay, I got enough power. And I'm... Put my foot down a bit. See if I can gain some. $70 miles an hour in a 70 mile an hour, 71. Come on, just follow this bend. I don't fancy taking this bend at 70. My foot on that brake a bit. I've cleared these guys so I'll get back into lane. Back into 18th. And I still ain't used as much diesel as I was in Europe. I'd be empty by now. Middle lane again.
Go straight on.
I'm already on the case, look. I know you're going. Oh, that ain't McDonald's, is it? It is McDonald's. That's the first time I've seen that one. I need a Burger King now. Hey, or a KFC sign, that would be good. Again, with this game you never know what people put in it. These games never seem to amaze me. No magic, just science. Right, come on, Cole. Gonna go. I hate these cars when they'll put their foot down and they could put their foot down. So I'm gonna have to do it myself. Again. He's lucky to bend. Took that bend like it was an F1 bend. Cruised round it. Them more blue flashing lights on top. I think they am. Yeah, that was. I might as well have them on. These bends ain't as bad as I thought they was, so. Something I ain't seen, but I don't know if it's because I've got that new mod for like the sky and that. There's no shooting stars. I've seen quite a few on this when I first started playing it, but again, if you have modified the sky, I suppose they're in the game. And they'll look dark, it looks washed out to me. Like, I don't know. I mean, this is where I wish I got a better PC that I could not have to use that one and put natural looks back on. Because their skies, if you've never experienced that, you can only use it with the Euro trucks. If you've got a PC that'll do it, go and put it on. The absolute quality is bang on. Now they all slowed down for a broken down car. And he sneaked up beside me then, that police car. Now I've got to build me speed up. How we doing for diesel? Now it's even in the petrol station. Yeah, you got. So just coming. Oh yeah, that far away. I can see the sign just in the bottom corner. So it looks like we've got about 3, I think, and states they call them. They got 10. I can see the letter 10 anyway.
Go straight on.
I'm glad I said that because I changed the sat nav view. That's it. Get the right one up. Let's put the one back up to miles per hour on that. Don't know what to do without this sat nav.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Because these islands in America,
right.
Mark, I'm looking at this like, okay, which one do I go now? There's loads of different towns on. Right, what's this? Slow down, roadworks ahead. Okay, karaoke. No red lights, so I'll go through. Staples. Come. I've got a tendency to usually hit them bloody working signs. Times I've hit them in the past. Playing this. I'm loving them gears. Anyway. Drink, drive and lose. Oops. New Orleans. Yeah, that's it. You did, New Orleans. Hey, where can you go on a Saturday morning? All over America. Hey, somebody say to me tomorrow, what did you do last night, boss? Ah, just had me a little drive across America, you know. In my truck. I ain't lying, am I? You know. I don't know. I'd love to know what the AL stands for. Again, is there any? No. You can bypass, thank you very much. I just built my speed up, I don't fancy stopping. It's a very nice man. Mississippi. So AL could be for that. Ooh. Behind a bit look high warming. And coming up for half a tank. So again, if we do go near a petrol station, it'll be pulling in. Again, I think we probably could do this last bit on this, I ain't too sure. But it's best to be safe than sorry, so if I do see a petrol station, I'm in. Gotta find one now first. They ain't so easy, they don't go up as easy as in Euro. I mean, you could drive, I don't know, down the road in C3 or 2 again. Now it's coming into view now where we gotta drop this trailer off. Just here. See it now coming up. Matter of fact, it looks closer than it is. So I don't think they'll bother with the diesel. I wonder what that was then. Like like an alien coming across the road. That the lights are flashing on the road. Matter of fact, it's just here. Oh god, that was quick. Oh, slow
Keep
down.
right, and then exit right.
That was quick. Although when you're doing 70 mile an hour down the motorway
Exit right.
or freeway, it is going to be very quick getting jobs. 7th gear should be doing we.
Keep left, and then turn left. Turn left.
Come on then, what's happening with these lights? Where are we going? That was a false flag, isn't it? Trying to see what the back of that car badge was. Couldn't see it, he shot off so quick. Yep, no chance, or well, not as much as before, crunching them gears. Pardon me? Ah, damn. These little turns.
Keep right, and then turn right.
No, I don't think they'd stay
Turn
though.
right.
track are still working, turning me head. They're still on the phone. I said 2 words all journey. Haha. Good size there, right? Keep clear. Is that what that's gonna make me bump? No, whatever it is in the road, no effect to me. Right, soon as we've got 2 nice lanes, and I'm going to be turning back at the bottom of here anyway. Might as well get in that and lane now. Every time, guarantee, you stop, then we'll change. Yep, so glad I did the gears on the buttons. Should have done this a long time, but again, they had the Fanatec will to do it. There were as many buttons on a Logitech to configure. There's quite a few, but
Keep left.
that Xbox
and
button,
then
you
turn
can turn
left.
it and twist it and all that helps. I just missed the traffic lights.
Turn left.
I'll get him next time. Again, one of these trailers. Oh, need to get that corner right. He's just nearly crashed. I think with me Martin. I'll go in a second. Come on, lights. Don't take very long for these lights to change back to red. No, not even uneven road. As soon as I seen the cracks in that road, I thought, here we go, this is going to be a bump, 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 bump. But no. Now, if that was in MIA, that would be. That would be.
Get ready to turn left.
No, say bumping me. Well, not as, you know.
Turn left.
Not, oh, ha ha ha. All that way. Don't stall, it gets nearly where I'm gonna go and stalls it, eh? What a man. Come on then. My excuse, if I feel something on my face, it was a sponge of the mic. I thought it was a fly or something, or a moth, because I attract the moths overnight with a big telly by the window and the window open slightly. Thought one had come through the window and landed on me. I need to find it was the microphone rubbing against me side of my face. I'd moved it. Oh, it's indicating it's got to go right, don't you dare tip this wagon. Thought I'd done it then. I've done it in the past like that. Like with it straight in front of it. Nah, I ain't gonna try and park this. The simple reason it's 3 big trailers. Is he going ambulance? Hold it. Hey. So I'm just gonna
Have arrived at your destination.
dump it.
Your route guidance is now finished.
Because that has been a good stream. It's a difficult trailer to park, so I'm gonna chicken out on that one. That ain't too bad. Anyway, start another stream, fill this one out, and hopefully do another one, pick another destination, and see if I can find some of this uneven road or where I found the hills. So I'll be back in a bit. Hold on a bit. As we say.